everyone, my name is Sean, and today I'm here to tell you about what I watched and what I learned from watching the DK Eyewitness video about skeletons. DK Eyewitness skeleton. So now let's start. The skeleton, most fabulous. The skeleton has been used in many pictures. The skeleton has been used for just like fighting, like horns, running fast, or even just flicking away flies. That's not even good. So, the skeleton is the framework of the body. It's very hard. That's why it's hard here. That's why you can feel and touch things. If you did not have your skeleton, you would be slabbery like a mud, like a kind of mud, like a pancake person. But if you had no muscles, you would be just like a gingerbread man. You have muscles, you do this. Okay, so this is how you do it. The bone is attached to muscles by tendons, which makes it move. The body, when the average child is born, it only has 300 bones. And when the average baby has turned into an adult, it has 206 bones in the body. So why does the baby has 300 bones and why does an old person only has 206? Why can't the old person still have 300 bones? Well, this is why. The 300 bones are very tiny, which is just cartilage. So they slowly fuse in together to make larger bones, so we can grow up. And then when we grow into an old guy, we grow down a little, and the bones get a little unattached and getting a little smaller. That's what it says here, but it's just theory. It's just a theory. Every type of bone, from the tibia and fibula tibia and fibula, from the tibia to the fibula until to the skull and to the feet, and it's all made out of tinier bones, tinier. So those tiny bones are part of the 206 bones in the body. And the tiniest bone ever been found is in the ear. Can you see it? No way you can, because it's very tiny, and it's behind the eardrum, the part that vibrates the sound. If you hear any sound like this, the smallest bone, which is called the anvil, the hammer, and the sternum, will vibrate and give the sounds to your brain. And speaking of the brain, the skull protects the brain. The skull is the hardest bone. So when an accident happens and the skull breaks, it refixes itself. Sometimes it needs a little help. And then the brain will protect, and then the skull will protect the brain, even if you feel it. Ow. So, speaking of the skull is connecting to a little long thing called the spine. It's an S shape, and it's an S shape on the sideways if you see it. See? It's an S shape. You can twist it up. Did you see the words? Polo sport, of course. So of course, the spine includes when you're dancing, and also some strings could help. Once there was a guy who connected itself to some skeletons, which is a prop, and then it danced, and then the man danced. The skeleton danced the same way, but it was lighter, but the whole crowd can see it, and they couldn't see the man. But they can see a little bit of the man. So if I did this, the skeleton would do the same thing. So there are joints here that makes us to do this or this. One joint moving in two directions. Cool, huh? So sometimes some of our bones are made out of two bones, which is like this, the ulna and the radius, which is why, and there's a little hole here. So that's why you can squish it a little and then feel hard bone. Okay, so there are also the ball and socket joint, which were right on the hips, about here. The hip joint is where this thing is where from this to here to my peanut, maybe, and then it has a ball which just has a socket together linked like the TV antenna, which has a ball connected to a socket. That's a ball and socket joint for you. They connect together. Dun, 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 dun. So sometimes the joints are very hard that sometimes when they hit you or another person, they may be a little hard and hurt. Ow, that might be hard, and it's almost unbreakable, but it can break. Ow. Then the ball and socket joint. Well, there's another kind of bone here, and here's a joint. That's why I can move it. I can even move it around. So there's a joint somewhere here, like the wrist joint, but only it's on the foot. What do you call it? Ankle. This is the ankle joint, and this is the wrist joint. They work the same way, but only they're on the different places. Okay. In Mexico, at the park there is a celebration for the dead, and that time you have to wear skeleton costumes or even skull masks, and the celebration day name is called the Day of the Dead. In many fortune-telling cultures, the deadiest, at every fortune-telling card is deadly. The deadliest one of the card is the skeleton of dead. It has the most number. It has the most number of kill than any other card. If you had a fortune telling and you got that kill, and you got that card, you're dead. You're doomed. So this is the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, hello everyone. It's Sean who made this kind of video, and if you want to see more about my videos, please hit the subscribe button, which is on the bottom now of the video, and also please hit that like button. Of course that you will have the things, and you will be very grateful to do it. And if you didn't like it, just press the not like button, and please press the comment section, and please write a comment down. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Beep.